Where God?
Sweetie, you're online.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay. You guys, are you gonna sit with Mom?
Chica, don't do this.
Okay. So they need their little chairs.
Yeah, you continue.
Okay.
I'll get the chairs.
Oh, look, everybody. I say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi, Nan.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
While we do our live, these guys will just keep popping in and out of frame, just so you know. Okay, so this is a new show we're doing. It's an Instagram show. First time I've ever done this because we have to think, what are we going to do? We sit at home every day. You guys, no touching the plugs. No touching plugs or lights, okay? All right, everybody? So the whole point of this show is just to connect with all the moms out there. We thought we've got 21 days. I missed one day, so we started today. Go an extra day longer to make up for it. We're just going to be talking about kid stuff, you know, especially since a lot of us are at home. And when you're at home, nobody is a celeb. You get up, you cook food, take care of your kids, fold your clothes, wash your dishes, sweep your house. And you know, actually, it's not anything different from what I was doing before anyway. So, but we just can't go outside. That's all. So a lot of people sending really sweet messages. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for all the love for Bella and Vienna. Okay, you guys want to go take your grapes?
Yeah.
Okay, take your grapes. Here, your grapes are here. Yeah, so these guys are roaming around and they're actually happy that I'm doing a live today because it gives them an excuse not to go to bed. But anyway, they don't go to sleep for an hour. Anyway, so let's get started. You know, I had so many awesome questions. There's so many on Instagram, on the messages, and also there was a lot in the email, the Bora Bora Worldwide email, the Twin Baby Diaries email, the direct messages. This show is actually more of a production than a studio show. But I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, first question was from Hashmi Akhtar. I hope I said that right. So she said, how do I engage a 17-month-old during a lockdown when both parents are working parents? You know what, you gotta take turns. And it can't be just a mom's job. Dad, you've gotta step it up. You've gotta help out because there's no other way, especially if you don't have help coming in. It's going to need both parents to be there. And how to engage a 17-month-old. I'm trying to remember when these guys were 17 months. I had a big mat. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, all the numbers on it, phone numbers. And another one that had all the alphabets. So around that age, I remember 17, 18 months, that's when we started learning numbers and alphabets. And so when they're 17 months, they just want attention. You know, they want you to play with them. So even when they have their toys, as long as you're playing with them, they're happy. Sometimes we think, I have work to do. So can you just play by yourself? Babies don't like that. They need somebody to play with them. Seriously. So if you have maybe your mom or a mother-in-law or somebody at home that can help, somebody that can just play with the baby, you can get your work done. That's all I can suggest because my mother, when these guys were born, my mother always traveled from Canada with me, so she was always
Mom,
here.
what are you doing?
We are talking to everybody here.
You camping?
I'm not camping. We're on live.
We are live?
Yes,
But this is not live. This is new house.
Oh yeah, this is a new house. Everybody is watching.
What?
Yeah, they're saying, why did Bella not go to sleep? Why didn't you sleep?
Because I have to wake up and watch cartoon on the big screen.
Cartoon on the big screen. No. Okay. Anyway, we're talking about engaging a 17-month-old. Anyway, when my mother was with me, I told her, your job is just to play with kids. I will manage everything in the house. That's all you have to do. And it was such a big help, even having just one extra person there. So I hope that answered your question. Number 2, we've got 21 questions. So number 2, Tanji?
He's live. He's live.
No.
No.
Hey,
no.
you guys, get going.
No.
Okay, you guys, please get going. Okay, I will talk to Dad after. He will be in a timeout. Okay? So, question number 2 from, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. JHUMN, Jumna Basu. How do you keep your morale high during this time, apart from yoga and meditation? How do you keep yourself positive? Besides yoga and meditation, I just kind of see this time for what it really is. It's a time for Mother Earth to heal, and we have to give her that time. Whether it's a few weeks, a few months, I think it's going to be longer. I think it's going to be at least 5-6 months. And I keep my morale high by saying that, telling myself, the earth is our home. The oceans, the trees, the flowers, the plants, everything is on loan to us, and we have to treat it well. And you know how you're a mom, right? You give and you give and you give, and at some point you give up. I think the same has happened with Mother Earth. She has given and given and given, and now she's just given up. And she doesn't know any other way. The planes have to stay out of the skies. The roads need to be clear of cars. Outside needs to be free of people. We need to give that space and time for Mother Earth to heal. And that makes me feel happy, because I feel like she deserves it. She deserves it. So I don't feel bad about being on lockdown. And if we're at home, we are with family, we can watch movies, we can read, we're still in a very good space in our lives. So I just practice gratitude every day. I'm grateful for so much. So that helps me get through it. Number 3, the hippie Libra. I like that. I have a lot of Libras in my family. Bella, Vienna are Libras too. Which journey has been easier? Hanji?
I'm a people.
Yeah, you're people. You're not a baby anymore. You're people. Which journey has been easier? Okay, who is more naughty? You or Nan?
Then Bella.
Nan and Bella? Yeah, good answer. They both are. Which journey has been easier? Parenting Bella or Vienna, or no difference? Oh, there is a difference. Big difference. I'd have to say that they've not been so difficult. My friends who have boys say that boys are tougher. I don't know how far that's true. I only have 2 girls. But they've not been so difficult, actually. And it helps because I've had such a huge family support from the very beginning. Okay, somebody wants to be, oh man, so many people request to be in the live video. Okay, sorry. I don't know how to add people. I'll have to learn that for tomorrow's chat. I was saying that I've had a lot of family support. So parenting these guys has not been so hard for me. I have 5 younger brothers and sisters. My one sister is married. My 2 brothers are married. Then they have their extended families. And then I have a lot of friends in Canada and here. And it's helped a lot because there's so many people to entertain them. And like I said, it comes down to entertaining them. They all just need someone to play with them, someone to laugh with them when they're on the swing, someone to be at the bottom of the slide and catch them when they're sliding, someone to read stories to them, someone to chase them around the house and play hide and seek. So in that sense, it wasn't too hard parenting either Bella or Vienna because I was ready to do all that. You better get yourself in good shape before you have children because they need a lot of energy and a lot of running around. So I hope that answers your question. They are 2 different children, Bella and Vienna. So parenting them hasn't been so difficult, although they have been different personalities, but it's not been so hard. Question number 4. Suma Hadi. How do you handle if both go crazy fussy at the same time?
Let me work out.
Sheesh, sometimes I wonder really how. You have to keep a very close eye on their schedule. They get cranky fussy if they're sleepy. I've seen if they're hungry, they don't seem to ever get hungry. I have to force them to eat, but they get really fussy when it's sleepy time. So you have to anticipate bedtime is coming. So first put one down to sleep, and then do the other one. 2 together does not work as twins. They jump around, they distract each other. They don't go to sleep at the same time. So that I just have to manage her. Hi everybody, I'm seeing so many messages. Hi, thumbs up, love. love and hugs because he's back. So the question was, how do you handle both go crazy? Like I said, they get fussy when it's sleepy time. So I just make sure that one is fed, then the other is fed, then one is put to sleep, then the other is put to sleep. Give them a schedule and stick to it. Number 5, Reigns 21. The advantage and disadvantage of pacifiers and at what age to stop it. Pacifiers. If you can, don't give children pacifiers. Bella Vienna did not have any when they were small. They started when they were about, I think, 5 or 6 months. I don't know how even. I had pacifiers at home. I guess I gave it once because I thought it'll help her stop crying, Bella. She did stop crying. But then they just got addicted to them. And every time they would cry, I would let them have it because sometimes you just can't bear the screaming and the shrieking. It gets too much. So you let them have it. But it took them almost 2 years to get off the pacifier. We were on a trip from Canada, traveling from there to here, and I just said at the airport that the policeman took your pacifier. I had to tell Bella that. Vienna, you come here. Ned, where's your pacifier? Where's Ba?
Are you okay?
Stop it.
Yeah, for her, we said we don't want it anymore, and she threw it in the garbage. And then the next day she regretted it and wanted to search through the garbage. But we said, no, the garbage is gone. So the pacifier is long gone. We don't need it anymore, right? Do you use it? Do you want it? Ah! I think, Monkey, I think if she had a choice, she would want to take it. But like I said, it's an addiction. And the sooner you can get them off it, the better. And if you can manage not to give it, even better. Okay, next question. Question number 6. Salma. Hey, you guys. Hi, my nephew is as old as Bella Vienna. He's very fond of sweets. He picks up too many and it gets very embarrassing for us, especially when we're out. Belly, chill, please. Hurry up. Thank you. You can come in here with Mom. Come here. So my nephew, which is 3 years old, is too fond of sweets. When we go out places, he embarrasses us by picking up too many. What do we do? Okay, first of all, whenever you go somewhere, sometimes like a kid's birthday party, they always have too many sweets. What do? You have to walk in first, do a little recce of the area, see where the sweets are. Try to avoid kids going in that area. That's a big thing.
I do not like this.
They can't help it if they're already there.
Go back. Put this back. Jump.
Another thing is that to try giving them different snacks. I know there's a lot of snacks for kids. I give the babies fruit gummies. They're made out of fruit, but now, I thought I should just look into it more and see actually how healthy they really are. I keep those. I try to keep other snacks at home, but it's kind of embarrassing because if you take your child somewhere and they just scream and they want sweets, you tend to give it because you just don't want the scene there. Just be a little strict. If you're going to let them have it, let them choose one. So you only choose one and that's it. And then try to move the snacks out of sight. Let them take one and whoever is around, tell them, please hide these so my child can't see them. That's what I do. But the thing is, out of two daughters, Bella is the one that is more fond of sweets. Vienna is like me. She likes achar, she likes namkeen. She likes more of those kind of snacks. But lately she started loving peanut butter. And I would say that peanut butter is it's a healthy alternative. It's sweet. And Vienna likes to have peanut butter and roti, which is a very strange combination, but I let her have it. Also, she started liking jam a lot. So they're really good, healthy, organic jams that you can get. So that's another alternative. And again, she likes the jam with a jam toast or even jam with roti, which is sounds bizarre, but she likes it. So these are alternative sweet snacks. we're up to number 7, moving along.
No disturbing.
From Misha Galisa. Hey, nice name. She says, what is Bella and Vienna's play schedule? How do we entertain them? The play schedule is whatever they decide. Okay,
Behind you.
behind me? Oh, it's Halloween! Oh, don't get scared, everybody. Don't get scared. It's just Vienna. Show them. It's just me.
Just me.
Go scare Dad now. Ah.
Woo!
Well, go scare your dad. Belle? Give me that tissue, please. Give me that tissue. So we're talking about the baby's play schedule. They get up in the morning, and of course they wake up, mom, wake up, mom. The play schedule starts there. We do a lot of reading, storybooks, and when you're reading a story, include them. You know, if there's a story and there's anything that they can count in there, ask them to count how many of something there is. Or if there's a garden scene, ask them what else they see. You know, that's okay, there's a butterfly, and there's a bird, and there's a sun. There's no monster here.
No, only pretend.
Only pretend? Okay.
Hey, monster, can you eat that? He bite me here.
Go, monster. Go eat, Dad. Jojo, your dad's going. Dad?
Yeah.
Please take the little monsters. Sorry, play schedule. It's hard to do anything in a focused way with kids around, but it's okay. Like I said, keep a lot of storybooks handy. Children love storybooks. They love finger paints. These guys love it. Use watercolors because they wash out easily. They love making things. They love drawing stuff. You can get stencils where they trace color into something and make animals and flowers and things. They love Bella and Vienna love physical activity. They love riding bikes. They got these little scooters. They love just keep wheeling around all over the house. They love playing ball, catch. You know, it seems like that it would only be a boy's toy, but it's not. There's nothing that's made for boys, nothing made for girls. They love playing with that. Part of their playtime is being in the kitchen. They love helping me in the kitchen. They love doing work. I hope that in 10 years from now they are the same way. It says, are you going to travel between Canada and India? Schooling terms, what are your plans? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I'll take that as the next question. That would be number 8. Yeah, homeschooling. I guess it would be a good idea. Homeschooling right now we have to do because there's no other option. But otherwise, I prefer the children be in school just because it's very good for the... Nenny, sweetie?
Guys,
Dad, go catch that.
come on here, guys.
Yeah, I think children need to be in a school environment just because there's other kids around. You know, they learn to share, they learn to play, they learn interaction, they make friends, and especially because there's 2 of them, I don't want them to be dependent only on each other. I would like them to be in a school setting. I would like them to have different sets of friends. I would like them to be doing different activities. So
Guys, keep
I would not do homeschooling myself, although it is a great option. Some do it. But no, I would not do homeschooling. Right now I have not decided where they will go to school. One thing I don't like is a school system where you have to take your checkbook and give money to have your child accepted in school. That I don't like, so I really don't know anything just yet. We'll have to see. That was number 8. Number 9. M Surbi 19. Okay, I always see your comments, sweetheart. Thank you for all the love. I see it on all our pages. You're very active. You always give a lot of love, and I really appreciate that. So thank you for that. Your question was, what are some coronavirus precautions you're taking for the kids? For children, best to keep them inside. They have to stay indoors. Don't arrange play dates. You know, with schools being shut, I know some buildings were calling tutors home and doing little tuition sessions. Absolutely not. Don't do it. For kids, I would say keep them indoors. keep them clean. Teach them about washing hands. We make these guys I wash their feet also because they run around so much. You don't know what they pick up on their feet. So washing hands is a big thing. Not touching their face. Kids tend to they rub their eyes. They touch their faces all the time. It's hard to make them stop. So you just have to be on it. Keep surfaces clean. Glass tables, glass windows, doors. Wash and sanitize surfaces because kids touch everything. Besides that, other precautions for kids, I think for now that's about it. You know, social distancing they have to practice anyway because they're at home. They don't get to be outside where they have to be distant from anybody. So Surbi, thank you so much. Great question. Number 10, Afisine 1283 says, hi, how to handle an aggressive child who won't listen and shows anger. Ask me about it, which you just did. When they turned 3, it's like after they started talking, they started talking back, and they will get angry, they will have tantrums, they will hit, they will try to pull your hair, they will get very aggressive. And I know you think, oh, your children are so cute. Yeah, sometimes cute, sometimes they get aggressive. But you know, children don't know how to process emotion. That's why they are children. So when they get angry, you don't get angry. If they knew any better, they would behave better, but they don't know. You know, and they need to know that if they get angry, it's okay. Let them get angry. Whenever they have a tantrum, let them just. I always give these guys a couple of minutes to just cry. Like, go ahead, like, ah, get it out, vent. Then after they've cried for a couple of minutes, I'm like,
Hey,
Mom.
you can't.
And then I pick them up, then I ask them what happened, what's wrong, and you know, then they're ready to talk. So let them have their way. Let them throw their tantrum and then deal with it in a few minutes. I find that works. Number 11, another big fan, Rhea Bella Vienna of fan page. Thank you so much for all your love, your edits, your posts, your comments, everything. We see them all, and that's so sweet of you. I really appreciate you. Your question was, how do you manage to make kids have healthy foods? Kids generally see elders eating and they want to eat the same thing. You have to be very careful. You have to be very healthy with what you eat. A lot of our diet changed. Actually, not a lot. Some. We, both the baby's dad, KB and I, were healthy eaters to begin with. And we didn't really have very many unhealthy habits. I like good cookies once in a while. So what I started doing was looking up healthy cookie recipes. You know, you make them with oat flour. You add dark chocolate chips, which are okay to have. Add peanuts, add peanut butter. There's so many healthy ingredients, and you can add like different types of seeds to make healthy cookies. Don't give children these unhealthy chocolate biscuits and things, whatever. They will have them anyway when they go to someone's house, which is out of your control, and there's nothing you can do because you can't tell relatives, hey, don't do that. Nobody likes it. But anyway, at home, make healthy snacks for yourself, so your kids see that this is what you eat, because what you eat, they will eat. And that, I find that works a lot. Get them used to healthy eating from the beginning, so it becomes a habit. Question number 12. Anjana Dev Vishnu says, my 1-year-old daughter prefers breast milk over solids. She's not interested. I have to keep feeding her. Can you help me? How do you get a baby started on solids? You know, I remember the doctor had given me some advice that you start a child on solids at 6 months, start introducing them to solids. But you know, some kids do, some babies I guess do prefer being breastfed. You can still feed them and start slowly giving them little things. I would say start with things like, you know, boiled apple, mashed, kind of like it becomes like an applesauce. Mash up strawberries, mash up fruits, because fruits are sweet. So that's a good way to get kids used to something different. I started the babies on solids when they were about 6 months. Vienna started at 5 because she was ready to try it, and Bella started at 6. And this is how we did. I had baby cereal and I would put some little piece of fruit mash in it, so it would sweeten it a little bit. You don't want to get them used to sugar. Don't add sweets from a young age, otherwise they develop too much of a taste for it. Beyond that, I would say that you would, if it really is a problem, and the baby just doesn't want to eat anything at 1 year old, I would say speak to a doctor, because they're usually the best ones to give that advice. Every child is different, so some will eat solid sooner, some later, so I wouldn't stress out too much, but I would check with a doctor. Number 13, Tanya Tiwari 56 says, please convey my hugs and kisses to Bella Vienna. I go through all your pages every day and I love seeing it. Thank you so much. I'm glad that, in this big social media world where everyone has opinions and angst and things to say and stuff to get off their mind, that we can keep ours a happy space. I think there's enough people speaking their mind, so let us just speak our hearts and keep it clean and keep it happy and positive. So thank you for that, Tanya. Your question was, how was the experience of raising twins? The experience has been, it's like a roller coaster. Some days up, some days down. It's been terrific. It's been really, really terrific. I have loved having 2 little girls in the house. And when you have 2 girls, everybody will say in the beginning, if only one was a boy. I have always wished that if you have a female child, she needs a sister. There's nothing like having your own sister. You have cousins and you have friends, people who are like sisters, but your own is somebody you go through life with. So raising them together has just been amazing to see them. I see them fight, I see them bond, I see them hug, I see them apologize, I see them play. I love seeing them grow up together, and I'm so glad that they have each other. And I love that one day they'll be old enough and the 3 of us will be able to go do fun stuff together. There's a lot to look forward to, and the experience has been absolutely wonderful. Tanya, I think twins are fun, but I also got that from people that one should have been a boy. You get that. It's Indian mentality. I heard it from some of my own relatives. If God could have been so kind. God is kind when He gives you a healthy child. We're grateful that in a world when it's so hard for some people to even conceive a baby, you get lucky and you get 2. It's the biggest blessing. So don't ever let anybody tell you it would have been better if one was a boy. You're so lucky to be raising daughters. Well, you're lucky if you're raising sons too, but I'm just saying. Okay, question number... that was 13. Number 14. Sneha MD says, when did you start giving food to babies? What did you start with? I think I answered that one before. I started when Vienna was 5 months, Bella was 6. I started with baby cereal because it's got good, it's got all the vitamins and nutrients and things they need. And I started giving them, you get a lot of baby puree food, so I started with that as well. You get all sorts, sweet potato, apple, carrot. There's apple carrot mix. There's all sorts. I would recommend, if you get the puree packs, get ones that are fruit and vegetables combined, because if it's just like an apple and pear, it's too much sweet. So get something that's like an apple and carrot, or get pear and pumpkin, or whatever. There's so many combinations. You can actually just mash up fruits and veggies at home and give them too, so that's a good idea. But I would say the 6-month mark is a good time to start. Question number 15. Afshin 1283 says, I have a second child who doesn't sleep during the day. My child is 7 months old, cries, is very fussy, hard to handle her. What can I do? You know what? I think when children are 7 months old, they're on kind of erratic sleep schedules. Sometimes they'll sleep longer in the night, sometimes they sleep longer in the day, sometimes they don't sleep at all during the day. We went through different sleep schedules also. If a baby is fussy and crying, trust me, it's normal with all babies. They do get fussy, they do cry, and it really tests your patience. You have to walk around, shh, sonjo, sonjo, sing them songs, rock them, please. You have to beg them. You have to pray. You do so many things, please stop crying. But you just have to really just dig deep and find that patience. You have to really dig deep and find that patience for children. You know, they're just babies. They can't help it. They will, if it's too much of a problem and they cry too much, you know, all their crying is happening, then again I would say check with the doctor. You know, and there's a lot of sleep trainers available also, which I thought maybe would be a good idea to look into. I'm thinking I should look into it now because these guys are 3 and they don't want to sleep at all. So I would suggest, a sleep trainer. Also, I have a book that I want to recommend on training babies to sleep. I'll be posting a review in a few days, so maybe check that out too. And I'll be giving out a copy to lucky readers, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, I would say hang in there. Hang in there. Number 16. This is a long Richa Tilak Chaudhary, I think. I hope I said it right. How do you entertain kids during lockdown, especially since our workload has increased? Well, I think we kind of addressed this earlier too. Kids need a lot of entertainment, so get ready from morning to night. It says especially since our workload has increased. True. You know, when you're home and you don't have a lot of help coming in, mom's got a lot to do. You know, I would suggest dads, please help out. And not just during lockdown, during the baby's entire lifetime. You know, they'll be growing and they have different demands, different needs. A mom sometimes needs a break, and she does need help. And I know that both parents work these days, so it's hard for only a mother to bear the full load of all the work at home and with the children. Entertaining kids during lockdown, some of the things we do, like books. They love reading, they love stories, they love make-believe, they love finger painting, they love crayons, they love drawing. I think it's different at each age. At 3, they want to learn, they want to build, they want to imagine, create, play. So any kind of toys that do that. Lego, these guys love building with Lego. So that's another thing. Coloring books, cheap, easy way to keep them entertained. What else? I think that's about all I can think of. One other thing. Yeah, kids love to help cook. Get them into the kitchen. You know, don't let them touch anything hot or anything electrical. But let them help you do little stuff around the kitchen when you're making things, like say making cookies or something. Let them mix things. Let them pour stuff in. That's a good way to make kids love the food they're eating. And they feel like they're being entertained. They love being useful. So it's another thing you can do. Number 17. Hima G 1154. It says both Bella Vienna have different temperaments. Do you try to make them compete, since the world outside today is all about competition today? Absolutely not. Big no. Never make twins or siblings compete with each other. Each child has a different learning curve. One might learn to read faster, one might learn to walk faster. Don't compare them. Let them grow at their own pace, and don't compare your kids with other people. You know, you'll hear someone say, "Oh, my children are already eating solid food. Mine is already walking. Mine's already talking. Oh, mine's already driving a car." You don't know. Maybe they are doing other stuff first. Let them do it. And when people say that, just tell them, I'm just letting my children do everything at their own pace. And that's the best way, because in the end, eventually, all children catch up. So what somebody is doing at 9 months, maybe another one will do at 1 year, maybe another one at 18 months. Don't compare kids. And about the competitive world, teach children from a young age to do their best. I don't like this competitiveness at all. It's not right. It's not good. It's not healthy for children to start learning about competition from such a young age. Let them know that what they do after they do their best is good enough. Even when they're a little older, when they're in school, you know, encourage children to just do their best, because that's what they'll remember when they're older, that their parents didn't push them to compete or fight or whatever, that their parents appreciated them just as they were. They need to feel loved as they are. Where's Bella? People ask. They're running around. Oh, here's Vienna. Hey, where's your sister? Ben, get there.
Mom is calling you.
Oh, thank.
Hey, that's my favorite song.
Hey, your favorite song? Go, 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 go. Next question, number 18. Dosi Yatar 777. What do Bella and Vienna eat in a day? What is a good diet plan for a child? My daughter is the same age.
When they
Diets keep changing. I
That's
find
okay.
month to month, children that change their diets. I find these guys, they've started, Vienna has started loving peanut butter. Bella hasn't.
Bella loves mango.
Bella loves mangoes. Yes, mango season is coming in. Vienna does not even like the smell of mango. Not in a milkshake, not in an ice cream, not as a fruit. She just doesn't like mango. She never has. And I'm thinking she probably never will at this rate. She doesn't want to try it. She doesn't like it. And sometimes, this reminds me, when I was trying to get her off the pacifier, I dip it a little in mango. When she had it in her mouth, she spit it out. That was a good trick, since she didn't like mango at all. So what do they eat in a day? They're carb girls. They love roti, they love paratha, they love rice, they love pasta. But they don't like to eat any sabzi, which worries me because they don't eat enough vegetables. But what I discovered when I was abroad is there's, and I don't know if I can get it here or not, pasta that where in the atta, vegetables are already put in. So it's like a veggie pasta, the veggie noodles. And they're made from different kinds of grains, from quinoa, brown rice, all the different kind of grains in the pasta noodles, as well as veggies. That's the only thing that I can manage to make them eat veggies. Other than that, Bella Vienna love fruits. I feel like, forget vegan, plant-based, keto, any diet in the world. I think they're just going to become fruitarians one day because they love grapes, they love apples, they love strawberries, they love cherries, any kind of fruit. Again, big no for Vienna is mangoes. Other than that, they love all fruits. So give that as a healthy snack to kids. Get them used to fruits early on because full of nutrients, so good for children. So that's their diet plan. They usually have in the morning, if they have paratha with dahi, they'll have a little piece of fruit. Then if they have rice in the afternoon, like ghee rice, then another piece of fruit. In the evening, if they have pasta, then again, maybe I boil an apple. So it's a little warm, so it's not like so cold. And they have that. So they have fruit with every meal. Number 19. Resh Max. Resh, another big fan. Bella Vienna don't seem like they throw temper tantrums. If they do, how do you handle it? They don't. Obviously, I'm not posting the right videos. They throw temper tantrums. They want phones. Phone. And from a very young age, I've told them, no, mom's phone is no. So even when they start getting demanding and they want the phone, I don't give them my phone at all. But sometimes when they're, again, out visiting relatives or friends and somebody gives it to them, then it's a big problem at home because they feel someone else gave it. And why is mom a monster? She's not giving it. But we have to manage those tantrums. Like I said before, I think someone else had asked about tantrums. You just have to let them ride it out. They have a tantrum, just scream, just chant Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru for 2 minutes. Let them scream for 2 minutes. Get your patience, find it, then go pick them up, ask them what's wrong. After they've cried for a little while, they're usually okay. I've seen so far. Question number 20. This was another long handle, but the question was, how do you make the babies pray? How do you give them spiritual grounding? Both Bella and Vienna seem very spiritual. They believe in God. You know what? We make God fun. Since a very young age, my mom would always take the babies to the Gurdwara with her. At home, we have a little place where we pray. We light agarbatti. There's like fruit we offer to Buddha. And the thing is, it's a separate little prayer that I had learned, that when you offer fruit, you imagine a fruit and a glass of water. that this, you imagine and you pray that, imagine this fruit and water is enough to feed everybody in the world. And then you give it as an offering. Then you drink the water and you eat the fruit after that. So that's something that they've learned too. I've included them in all my little rituals. When we're lighting agarbatti, I let them hold it. You have to be very careful with babies. They could hurt themselves. But I let them hold it like this. So we do the agarbatti, they ring the bell. I tell them that, we have to wake the gods up and say good morning. And then we also touch the ground. We take blessings from Mother Earth. So they learn from a very young age that she is the Earth Mother. We are here because of her. We are alive because of her. After that, we water our plants and flowers, and that's also part of our spiritual ritual. We respect the plants, we respect the flowers, we grow herbs and things in our garden outside, and we use them in our food. So we learn to grow our own food. If you teach kids this kind of spirituality from a young age, they grow up with it, they appreciate it. It doesn't seem like you're forcing anything on them. It seems like they're just getting to be a part of what you do. So that's how we've managed to inculcate these values in them. Okay, question number 21. This is the last question. How do you learn parenting? Wow, that's a big question. How do you learn? You know what? Nobody really knows how. I think maybe I have a little practice. I've got 5 younger siblings. Sometimes I still feel like I have to be their mom. But I felt like I was a mom practically my whole life because I was always helping someone get ready for school, feeding someone, helping a child with their homework. I was doing that for so long. That's why when I got married, I didn't have children right away. And people say, oh, why don't you have kids now? After we got married, because I genuinely didn't want to right away. I needed some time. And then when I was ready to be a mom again, I left it up to Grace. And I just said, okay, now it's up to God. If He feels that I should be a mom, I will be a mom. Otherwise, I would just love and spoil everybody else's kids. So parenting, everybody learns as they go. And like I said, every child is different. So don't measure your child by another child's benchmark. Because there are a lot of things that yours will do so well, and your child will really impress you. So don't compare them. Learn as you go. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're a mom. You're doing the best you can. So don't be too hard on yourself. And it's okay. It's okay to take a day off. Sometimes just ask your mom, ask your husband, say, can you guys seriously just look after these 2 for today? I need a day off. It's okay to take time off for yourself. So, on that note, I've finished our very first episode of 21 questions for 21 moms. First mom is me. Tomorrow I will have a guest with me. So I will post it on my Instagram in the morning. Who's going to be with me? Let me know what time works for you guys. Is evening better? Is afternoon better? I know children sometimes go for a nap, so a lot of moms can't come online. So I will just post a thank you on my Instagram, a post, and I will ask you what time works for you guys, and I would love to have you guys help me out with that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I think we're all going to learn a lot from each other, and if you feel like you're going crazy during lockdown, Hanji?
Dad have only one green slime.
Green slime? Uh-oh.
I have 2.
We have to find one more thing of slime, otherwise there'll be very big trouble. And as it is, it's me time. Baby's got to get to bed. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll announce the time for tomorrow's live on my post, okay? Thanks so much, you guys. I love you. Mamas, you're doing a great job. Talk to you tomorrow. And...
Wait. Are you sure you want to end? Yes, end video.